killed the king.
Without any cheating. We certainly didn't use any spells we weren't meant to.
Yep.
Due to confusion. We've all reached level 2 officially now, although some of us may have been using level 2 spells and things by mistake already. But, there's not point blame about who accidentally made Dalton Sebastian Belvedere use things he wasn't meant to be using.
And Skaram. I will
Skaram.
admit to that. Making the mistake.
I have been playing like a law-abiding citizen.
You've also done
Josh
nothing.
just re-rolled all of his stats because he realised he set them up wrong.
It's only my wisdom.
Let's point out that you have also done nothing up to this point.
Excuse me.
Apart from
Yeah, you haven't had the chance to cheat because you've been so bad.
I rolled 2 1s in the only fight I've had this day. Come at me.
Yeah, so you're all level 2 now.
Marvellous.
Find 100 gold's worth of jewellery on him.
Ooh.
Sweet. Should we do the same thing we did last time with the gold? Where we split it evenly and then...
Have some for the adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
What, 20 gold each and then 40 into the pocket? 40 into the group?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That would put 45 in the group thing so far, so...
Yeah.
And we're getting 20 each as well, aren't we? Sweet. Because I spent loads on that donkey, which I'm sure is doing just fine outside stuff.
What, 1?
Yeah, you spent 1.
Why am I swear I started with 10, didn't I? Oh no, I started with 8. Oh yeah. Alright. Right, so there's jewellery, which we're splitting money-wise, etc. What else is there?
That seems to be about it.
Ah, what?
There's
What about
still
in
nowhere
his
to put this
sarcophagus?
damn key.
No, nothing in there.
Are you sure I haven't done an investigation check yet?
Jibblewick, are you going to cut off his toes and put them on a necklace around your neck?
Don't be stupid.
Fingers.
That's more like it.
I say we should probably put his body back in and try and put the sarcophagus back together so that we've, got to tidy the place up a bit. Who's with me? I put my hand in the air to high five.
I'm just not even going to react to that. I'm just gonna...
I lower my hand so that Jibblewick can actually see my hand and go,
I maintain the devilish stare I had with the creature previously, and then taking it on to Dalton to show my disgust with what he is inferring.
I use the very same look that I also gave the creature and give it back to Jibblewick, and we kind of just sit there staring at each other for some time, and then he kind of leans in for a kiss, and I'm like, whoa.
And whilst they're having this intense staring contest like two gay boxers, I'm gonna just casually shift the body, the two pieces of the body, back over towards the hole that it came from.
Perfect.
I am not helping with this. Why are you cleaning up? There's no one's
I'll
been
help.
down here for years and years and years.
I'll help. It's because it's respectful.
Yeah, it's respectful.
I
to
mean, I
not
literally
kill him.
I just woke him up. He was already dead. He was probably lying there bored out of his brains. I did him a
What's
favour.
left of them?
Yeah,
And I mean, to be fair, I shot. No, I didn't even shoot anything. I just tickled his earlobes with my mighty voice.
He'd been there for hundreds and hundreds of years, going crazy. Then Skaram made him even crazier, and I cut him in half. So
Everything worked out fine.
Well, whilst you two are getting on with your labour, you may remember I do have a pet mouse who I take out of my pocket and give some cheese at this moment of peril.
the pet mouth that hasn't made a single appearance the entire series.
Well,
Probably
we haven't
enjoying eating its larger cousin in his backpack. That's the
we
point, you
have
still
only
the
been
pie.
awake for a day and a half so far. I will point that out.
I'd
that's
like to
true.
point out that we have been awake for a day and a half, myself and Dalton. You slept for 20 minutes whilst we dealt with your magic failure.
You've had several naps. It's got to be said. And
I
I'm
do
pretty
remember
sure-
you knocked me out with an ability because you were reckless. So don't give me any of that, Skaram. Gee.
Yeah, but I killed fungus.
You sure
Oh
did.
boy.
We still have this gold, ruby, and sapphire key gentlemen.
Yeah,
by the way.
can I
Yeah,
do
well, there is
an
the other-
investigation check? Because I just found out my bonus isn't +5, it's actually +6. And
Hey!
I would like
Bum,
to
bum, bum.
see, if there's any keyholes or anything which could be of interest in this room.
Hang on. I just want to ask something here. So, Jibblewick, what is your not your investigation score? Like, what's your bonus to investigation?
+6.
And Dalton, what's yours?
Hang on. Let me. Let's get it up. I'm pretty sure it's a solid 1.
Oh, you're okay. You're 1 as well. That's fine. I was going to say, otherwise, I am the lowest investigation score here, and I have fucking aced all of them.
What you're unaware of is the many minus scores I have in lots of wisdom things, but we're not going to go into those now because I don't need to know about animal handling, right?
You
I just
can't be
don't.
very good at investigation if you can't see anything above 2 feet. So
Right, here we go. Solid roll. 13 +7. Give me that 20.
You don't find any keyholes.
No, it's +6 anyway, sorry. But yeah, 19.
No keyholes.
No keyholes. But was there any anything of interest?
Not really.
Oh.
well, it's not going to be in this room, boys.
But we still have one other way from that fork in the road from earlier.
Let's go that
We
way.
do.
Oh, there was a door opposite this door as well.
Oh yeah, let's go there first. Thank you for the memory.
You're back in the memorial hall, and there's a door in front of you, and the door you came into this hall on the right.
I go there. Tell me about it.
Describe to me this door.
Paint me a picture.
So there's a door.
Yes. Made of mahogany.
Rich mahogany.
Well, as you get a bit closer to it, you can see that it's kind of like a mouse hole, but a big one in the door. But it doesn't look like intentional.
Right. Okay. So, what you're telling me is there's a mouse hole in the door.
Like something's gone through it somehow.
I turn to Jibblewick and say, "How trained is your mouse?"
Obviously, you've never seen Bitey in action before.
That's right, I haven't, because he's done fuck all series.
Bitey is actually an extremely well trained mouse I've had for it might even be 3 years now. Who
So
I found.
what you're trying to say is he's nearly dead.
Yes.
He had a spell put on him, which means he will live forever and
Handy.
does not take anything from aging. But he's very well trained, and I believe I actually can talk to him and he understands. But I'm pretty sure it's just a mouse.
Okay, sorry. You believe you can talk to him and he understands, or you can talk to him and he understands.
I believe I can.
All
He
right.
always finds his way back home.
Aha! Does the mouse know a language?
Why, yes, he knows mouseish.
I use my telepathic communication to talk to the mouse. Which I can do. I can telepathically communicate with any creature that knows any language. Yeah. He knows mouse foo. And I go,
Excellent. Well, tell him to go and inspect what's in the room.
my booming voice in his mind tells him to go and investigate the room. Go forth, creature! Search the room, find the gold, and bring it to me, I say.
You weren't seeing this coming, were you, Doug? We've got you on the ropes, Mr. DM.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okie dokie.
If you fail to persuade a mouse, by the way, I'm just saying you're going to be a laughing stock.
Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum.
With mind control.
It's not mind control, I just talk to him. 15.
Oh, turns out the mouse has a saving throw of 19. So
I can go for the intimidation as well, in which case, or instead of, which would be even better.
Okay, so the mouse runs off into the room.
How long did you say for it to come back? Skaram?
Can we count this as a short rest?
I mean, as long as he's within 30 feet, I can just keep talking to him, like,
I'm afraid the mouse doesn't return.
Oh no!
I sit patiently waiting at the mouse hole because I know he'll return.
Having been in telepathic communication to the mouse, I'm aware of its demise, and I don't tell Jibblewick.
I sit patiently.
I also sit
Expectantly,
patiently,
like
taking
an
the short
orphan.
break.
Eventually, you sit there waiting for this mouse to come back. When you can see this sort of grey ooze spilling out the bottom of the door,
Bitey?
and as it seeps past the door, you can see it sort of dissolves like the edges of this hole as it pours out the bottom.
Can I see a mouse carcass in this ooze?
It's dissolving the door. I think
it's-
that's a no.
It's not see through.
Does this mean I need to remove pet mouse from my inventory? Because I'm going to be quite disappointed.
Quite possibly.
There he goes.
So
Yet another casualty of Skaram's
This has been a
magical
really
power.
bad day for me.
Okay.
So give me initiative, please.
Oh God. 6.
8.
5.
Dalton first.
Oh. Okay.
Oozers aren't particularly, light on their feet. Not that it's an ooze.
I'm just gonna take my dagger and just try and chop it, like at the wall, like, sing. See what happens. 10.
Yes, you do hit it.
Okay. And then my dagger is only a D4 plus 3, but I thought I'd use one of my 2 daggers just in case it melts my blade. 5 total.
Yeah, you chop at this ooze, and the edge of your dagger just like melts away, and it's now -1 damage with that.
Okay, I'm just going to chuck that away in the bin and I'll just have my regular other dagger.
And it's going to attack you. And it sort of lashes out with an oozy sort of tentacle.
No, the arms of Hadar.
17, Douglas. It's my class.
No, it misses you.
I stand there laughing, but really fucking scared because it just melted a blade. Ooh. It's like a oh fuck.
Do not want.
Skaram is next.
I am going to cast my mighty Eldritch Blast at the beast. Natural 20! Boys!
Yeah.
That's the sound it makes. Okay, so you roll all of the attack's damage dice twice and add them together, then add any relevant modifiers as normal. Cool, so 2d10. Ah! One fell off.
Oh yeah, it's two times the dice, but not 2 times the modifier.
No. So I got 6 and 8, so 14. Plus my 3 from the charisma, so 17. And that's force damage.
You hit this ooze with your force, and it just dissipates, turns into liquid. You've defeated the mighty ooze.
I just shot it in the middle with my magic blast. It goes
God, that ooze is lucky it did not have to face my wrath, isn't it, guys? Whoa. That could have been some serious...
Especially with how angry you must be about the fact that it just killed your mouse.
What are you on about?
He
My
doesn't
mouse
know
is
that
fine.
he killed the mouse yet. Shh.
Oh, yes,
Nothing happened.
of course.
Shh.
Yes, of course.
Well, I guess we should just still wait here.
Yeah, Bitey will come back. And I do that classic neck thing where you like pull your Pull your clothes around, away from your neck, going.
I nudge Dalton and whisper to him. I think Bitey's gone off to the Valhalla of Mouth.
Yeah, you pretty much sent him to his death there, mate, didn't you? Yeah.
Shh! Don't tell the little one. I then wander over to Jibblewick and pat him on the shoulder and go, "Let's go find that mouth, eh?"
I pull a piece of paper out of my bag and write a note that I pretend is from the mouse, saying that he's gone on holiday and will return later. Jibblewick, I just found this note, and I hand it over.
This isn't Bitey's writing.
Shit! I take it back and I throw it into the last remaining bit of the ooze, and it melts.
With my ability to read all written languages, I attempt to do a more... No, I'm not even going to bother. No. I can't even bring myself to do it.
Can we go through that door now then? Now that the
Guardian has been defeated.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I throw Jibblewick into the door.
And it creaks open.
Great.
There's another tomb-looking place, but but this one, the sarcophagus looks like it's been like a bit melted, and
So does that mean that this zombie's gonna be half melted as well?
no, there's as far as you can see, the remains have been dissolved.
Could I do an investigation check on the room?
Can we all do investigation
Yeah,
checks on
I
the
think we
room?
should all get in on
Also
this.
that.
12.
19.
And 17.
Yeah, it looks like anything of sort of value or interest has been dissolved.
Well,
Although, hiding in the corner of the sarcophagus, there's a little mouse.
Yeah!
Is the mouse alive?
It's dead. Ah, bollocks.
No, and he comes scurrying out from his hiding place.
Good. I let him back into his jam jar, which is what he lives in, and he gets back in my pocket. And that's that.
That sounds
I'm
highly
happy.
impractical.
No, it's got a breathing hole where I cracked it once,
Alright.
and a bit of cheese. But yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm well happy now. Like, yeah, let's keep going, because I was worried.
brilliant.
I'm not gonna lie, I was worried.
I can name the last episode's Bitey's Demise, and now this episode can be called The Glorious Return of Bitey.
No, because that's a spoiler right there. You're doing it all wrong.
Yeah, I don't think it's an impressive spoiler though. I think people would just be like, oh, "Fuck off, more Bitey shit." Hashtag less Bitey.
It's all he talks about every episode.
fuck's sake, this fucking Bitey guy. Literally
on.
done nothing apart from die and then get resurrected like a phoenix.
Just gotta quickly add to my inventory. Mouse. Brackets. Bitey.